So, how do we start a difficult conversation with a loved one? Generally, I found this recipe to work quite well. It's 3 steps. The first is to name a collaborative intention. The second is to check in if this feels like a good time, if this person has the capacity to hear you out. And the third one is to share, and this is optional, how you would like the other person to listen to you. And this one's quite nice, especially if you notice that the person has a tendency to leap in with a solution or to fix. With the first one, with a collaborative intention, it's really important that there's sincerity here, that this isn't just a tool that you're flexing to help them be non-defensive, essentially. And you want to bring specificity. So it's not just, I'm sharing this so we can feel more connected. It's maybe, I'm sharing this because I'd love to gain a little more clarity about how we both feel around our sex life. Other examples of collaborative intentions could be, I would love to find ways to bring more trust into our connection. I would love to find more ease in talking about difficult topics. I would love to reveal more of myself to you, to feel more known with you. And notice how these feel quite generative. They're not saying, I need you to learn how to acknowledge me better, or pointing blame or fault in the other person. So they really feel collaborative in nature.
So the second step is checking in around timing. Is now the right moment? Do you have the capacity to hear me? And you might get this from somebody's body language of whether they actually seem like they can be present and still with you. But sometimes we just don't know, right? And so what you're doing is you're giving people an opportunity for them to buy in to this conversation. Like, is now a good moment for them? Are they about to run off somewhere? Have they got a gazillion things on their mind? And just check in they have capacity, because that's the other thing as well, is if somebody is not able to be fully present with you, it's not going to be a productive conversation. The third step, which is optional, is to name how you would like to be listened to now, or other needs you might have. This step is not always required. I find it particularly helpful when you know somebody is likely to interrupt you or someone's likely to come to the solution finding, somebody like a savior coming in and saying, oh, let me do this differently, etc. And actually what you might need is just simply to be heard and understood. So I find it can be very useful to make this really explicit and say, hey, I'd really love you just to listen to me and hear me out for a moment. You could also ask them maybe to reflect back what they've heard to check that they have the correct understanding as well. If you want to lean into more difficult conversations in your life and have more intimacy and connection,
then feel free to check out our group programs or book a one-to-one coaching call with Georgie or I.